So the Bogota North Mission, it's about an 18-hour bus ride from one end of it to the other. So it starts in Bogota, and then you drive all the way up. You pass a city called Bucaramanga, and you keep driving north, and then you get to another city, which is the limit, called Cucuta. And that is a city that is right on the border of Venezuela. And so serving in that city, you know, half of the city is basically Venezuelan people, and you kind of get to experience a completely different culture there too, so that was great. But yeah, an 18-hour bus ride, so, you know, there's not very many members there, but I would say Colombia is dominantly Catholic. Everybody's Catholic, and that's just how they were raised, and it's a tradition in their family. But there are a lot of other different churches around there too. You get to experience pretty much every church that's out there. You know, the Pentecostal church, the Jehovah's Witnesses, Seventh-day Adventists. You get to know a lot of different churches out there. So the typical ward size that I had on my mission was about 100 to 200 people that attended, and in my last branch there was probably 50 people, and so it was just interesting because I remember this was when there was kind of the spike of missionaries, and I remember in my very last area we were in a small branch of about 50 people, and we had 6 missionaries serving in our branch, which was funny because just the missionaries, you know, was a big attendance of just the branch. And sometimes when we would all bring investigators, you know, the missionaries and their investigators would be about just as many people as were attending the branch that were members. So it would, usually when you're in the city, you would have, you know, bigger wards, but once you get into the smaller little towns, then you start to get into branches, and there's not very many members there at all. So I served in the Bogota Colombia North Mission, and I served from February of 2012 to February of 2014. I served in Bogota, the city, for about half of my mission. I also served in the town of Bucaramanga, and I served in Cucuta. So in those cities, I served in a few different areas in each of those cities.